John Carpenter's The Thing features one of the most memorable Kurt Russell roles of all time, which makes it absurd to consider how he almost didn't get the part. The Thing remains a compelling sci-fi/horror film decades after it was first released, a tense monster movie that is equal parts paranoid thriller and gory splatterfest. Russell plays R.J. McCready aka Mac, the helicopter pilot stationed at a research facility in Antarctica. When the station discovers an alien life form capable of assimilating human beings and impersonating them, Mac is among those desperately trying to keep the Thing from escaping. Mac steadily proves to be the film's central character, actually surviving to the end of the confined horror movie while reinforcing the film's central themes. However, the stories of film production are often littered with unexpected what-ifs and could-have-beens, most notably when it comes to casting. For The Thing, that included the casting of Mac, as Carpenter initially was hesitant about bringing Russell. Despite John Carpenter and Kurt Russell's other movie successes, here's how Russell almost didn't star in The Thing. Why John Carpenter almost didn't cast Kurt Russell for The Thing. Despite their prior working relationship, John Carpenter was initially wary about casting Kurt Russell as Mac for The Thing, and his reasoning behind it actually makes sense. One of Carpenter's intentions with The Thing was to lean into the inherent paranoia and danger of the premise. For Carpenter, that meant the audience should be left guessing over who could survive, be killed, or assimilated by the Thing. It's a movie where no one can be trusted. The film needed an ensemble, not necessarily a star. Despite their working relationship, Carpenter was concerned that casting a star like Russell could undermine his intentions. Having a well-known actor like Russell in the role of Mac would likely give the game away, revealing that Mac was the film's true protagonist instead of blending more into the ensemble. As a result, Carpenter initially resisted the urge to cast Russell in the film. However, the casting process proved surprisingly difficult, with a number of actors offered the role. None were the right person for the part, though. In the end, Carpenter relented and cast Russell. The other stars who almost played Kurt Russell's role in The Thing. Russell was actually the final casting decision for the film, coming as The Thing was already shooting B-roll. This invites the question of who else could have starred in The Thing instead of Russell, revealing a litany of potential actors who at one point or another were imagined in the role of Mac. Initially, screenwriter Bill Lancaster wrote the script with Harrison Ford or Clint Eastwood in mind for the part. However, Eastwood and Ford turned down the role. The grizzled elements of the character remained, even as other actors were pursued for the part. Ed Harris, Jeff Bridges, Nick Nolte, and Christopher Walken were among those who were considered for the part. However, they either turned down the role or were shot down by Carpenter. Late in development, Universal recommended an up-and-coming Kevin Kline for the film, although they were anxious about the actor's then lack of star power. Carpenter met with Kline and discussed the part, but ultimately decided against casting him in the role. While it's interesting to think of these actors taking on the part, it's incredibly hard to look at The Thing and imagine anyone else in the role of Mac.